You know, like if you spent like 4 years writing your masterpiece album and had a album release show, you had a choir, an organ player, and a great band, a great drummer, best drummer in town, a great sound system, great lights. It's all planned out, and it's your special night to debut your masterpiece. There's going to be some guy right up front going, "Free bird, man!" And that's where you say, "I got your free birds right here. Count them: one, two, free." Anyway, well, other times people will request it, and people have said, "I will give you, you know, a pretty good chunk of money just to play the song." And I'm just like, "What the hell?" Okay, just even as I'm setting up or doing sound check, setting up a PA system and my amp and testing, some guy will say, "Will you play Freebird?" I'm like, "Oh, now?" And I usually say, "Okay, sure, sure." So anyway, it's all fun. So anyway, it's just a G to a D with an F sharp bass note. E minor. F. C. D. G. D. E minor. F. Forgot for a second. It's C. D. And if you got a beer bottle, you can go. It's pretty easy. You're sliding on the third string, 12th fret. What I'm doing here is I'm conking out the three fat ones with my thumb, knocking out the two skinny ones with these two fingers. Index is hitting that G string. So I'm like pitching a tent around that G string. Killing the three fat ones, killing the two skinny ones. So the slide doesn't make a bunch of racket on those strings. So I'm going to slide up 12th fret. Then you go 11, 12, 11. Two 12s. 2 11, 9, 7. So that was. Then I'm going to hit with my thumb, I hit the 4th string to 10th fret, then back to 3rd string. So that was 10, 10, 10 to a 9, 4th string, 5th string. Those are the 10th frets on those 4th and 5th strings. And then we come up to a D. So I'm going to hit the A string, slide up to 12, then hit the D string. Then I do an octave higher. That's a 19, 19, 19. Like a whole step down to 17. Then the 17 on the 4th string, and then 19. And then you can put the beer bottle down and sing. Verse. F. C. And a D. And a G. So you're kind of thinking like piano. tag it F. And this bird you never change. That was an F, C, D. And then you're back to another slide solo, another verse. And then you can start doing the G thing, like a to a B flat, C. That's going to be your solo chords. It's a G, a B flat, and a C. You know that rock and roll business, right? It's your index and ring, and the pinky out when the snare hits. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2, 4 on the 2 and 4. Pinky's hitting 7th fret, 4th string. So that's your chugging on the. And then you can do the. So that's, you got to get a little bit of, what do you call it, force in your hands here. You got to get a little bit mean. Otherwise, Ronnie Van Zant is going to give you a black eye if you don't play that good. You know he will. So that's a G blues scale. You're on the 2nd string, 18th fret. You're going to use your ring finger, ring middle index. Well, we'll go. That's a 15, 18, 15. Then I'm going to bend. That's right. I'm mainly pushing with these two on the bend. This finger is keeping these other strings quiet. So I'm holding that bend, pinky on the 1st string.